Trip got it. Farewells, man.
Don't worry, Dale. Don't worry, listen, I'll bring it back to you. I know you don't speak English, or you don't know what I'm saying, but I'll bring it back.
Anyway, so this is Trippendale Adventures, so
Good morning, everyone. Well, it's day 3, and today Dale and I are going to be following the men of the village up to where they're building the road. And so, here's where it starts.
¿Dónde camina? ¿Por acá? ¿Dónde va? ¿Y tú cocinas tu propia comida? ¿Cocinas tu propia comida? Alright, so this is what we wake up to every morning. The beautiful lake thing. It's nice. Alright, so this is the first part of the road. Sorry, we're out of breath and walking for like 20 minutes so far. Working on the road. So they're all doing a pickaxe and machete. The women of the community work too. You'll be working in the long skirts and the traditional clothing. And yeah, up in the mountains. So this is the building the road, and the road is gonna end up being around probably 20 miles long. But this is just the beginning stage of it. They're clearing it out. So this is not gonna be like any main really nice road. It's just gonna be a dirt road, rocky road, almost like a 4x4 road. But it'll allow them access outside of the community. You'll see some more people working down here. So that's the new road, and this is the regular walkway that you see. It's only really for one or two people walking through. Practically, this is the best place you want to spend quarantine. We're stuck with how much? 100,000 acres, so a lot of playing room. You'll see that people aren't practicing social distancing because the virus is not here at the moment. Because it's harder for people to get here because they have to cross all those mountains or come by on a boat. So at the moment, as long as no one comes and brings us and infects us in this community, we are safe from the virus. So they'll be still playing games, still playing football games, still going on. People are still working. People are still at the house. They're living normal lives. And the government cut us off from the rest of the world. So we're good. Just that there are no funds and there's not much food coming in. That's the only problem that we're having right now.
Okay, so as I think we explained before, this is a government-sponsored project. And so the villagers are building their own road, but the government is paying them to build the road. And it works out to be about $8 a day. It's 200 pesos. The dollar's really high right now, so it's normally around $10. Yeah, that's not like a day with lunch. That's just like 7 hours. And yeah, so it's a lot of work, as you can see. It's pickaxe work, and 8 hours a day just gives an example of what people are able to afford, within their community.
Yeah, so this is hard labor, but people, countries, nations have been working like this for hundreds, thousands of years, It's manual labor in the heat of the sun, hours on ends, railroads, bridges, aqueducts, and there's a lot of examples of that in Mexico. Through the years, since it's hard labor and people, through accidents, people die on projects like this, but this is more isolated. So I'm gonna give you an example of how far that $8 a day actually could carry them. For example, for them to leave the village, normally it costs around 500 pesos, which is 500 pesos. So that's like $20. $23. So they need a even just for them to go get food. Normally, they need like around $25 to go and come back, and that's just transportation. That's not even including the food. So $8 a day doesn't really go that far. But right now, it's a help. But the projects end. They start and they end. After they finish building this road, then that income's gonna stop. So yeah. So right now we're just trying to figure out how we can continue bringing in finances for them to eat and to continue living as a community. But it's beautiful seeing them work together. So whenever they got stumps, they throw some gas on it, and then they start burning the trunks. That's the only easy way of getting it out, getting the roots out, and getting it out of the way for clearing the road. So let's take a look back at this, back here, the women. So the women of the community, they're working in the Huicholes in the traditional clothing. Don't see that in the first world nations, over there. That's how they work. No matter what they're doing, they're always in their nice dresses with the nice bright colors, and that's one of the beautiful cultures and traditions of the Huichol people. Alright, this one's dedicated to all the Bahamians watching. This tree is a 100-year-old hog plum tree. Check it out. Huge. On top, like the green, but loaded. Loading hog plums up. Alright, so we got a group of the ladies working here in their beautiful traditional dress. Just gotta love it. Flowers and they make it all themselves. They make all the dresses themselves. They sew it, all the materials and all that kind of stuff. So hard workers.
Okay, so we've been walking now for over an hour, and we're probably like halfway up the mountain, and along the pathway that this road's being built, there's like people every few hundred feet. And so the thing about it is, it's almost like the whole community's out here. Every few hundred feet there's like 20 people working. So I'm pretty sure we've already passed like almost to like 200 people, and there's only 500 people in the community. So there's a lot of work. Everybody's pitching in, and it's just great to see. It's great to see everybody working together.
Two-ton rock right there. This is the ranch. One of the locals' homes. They got some cows over here. Nice cows, meat cows. We're gonna go into the house over here. This is further up in the mountains. It's really nice, fresh, beautiful. It's just beautiful. Big trees. This is the traditional way they build their homes back in the day, and they still build them and they stay in them because it's a lot fresher when the air comes through. When in a hot day, it just keeps it cool all the time, off the ground from anything that could bite you. So in 2016, I brought some Kneps from Village Road, just the seed, planted them, in the pot. They grew on this side, and I gave them to them, to a friend of mine, and they planted it here. And this is a 4-year tree now. I was growing up, so one day they're gonna have some Kneps. Kneps don't grow in this area of Mexico, and they can't wait to taste it. I've been telling them that they taste so good that they can fall in love with the fruit. So I made sure I planted it far away from the community, so no one's stealing my connepts when they're ready. So one day we're gonna be having some nice connepts. And we planted 3 of them. This is one of the trees.
This is a tiring experience. I think everybody says, "Hey, I want to climb a mountain," and it's like getting stuck on a stair stepper and it won't turn off. So, but it's rewarding. Okay, so we just climbed up to. We just climbed for 3 hours. We climbed up to the top of a mountain, and this is actually the original village of Zapote people. They moved out of here like 15 years ago, and so yeah, we just came to take a look, and we found some water. We found some fruits that were left over, and that's given us the energy to go on. So it's good.
Yeah, so like Trip was saying, this is an abandoned town. It's a ghost town. See the ruins? 15 years ago, they left this place just like this. And this is what it looks like now. Yep, modern Kalpub. Abandoned buildings in the middle of nowhere. Nearly 3 hours up in the mountains from the other village.